Good afternoon, friends. I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and it's time for some creative ink. Today is Wednesday, September 17th, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and I welcome you to my craft studio. Yay! It's we all need some crafting time. Okay, I was setting up my next screen. So today it's time for some Christmas. I've been doing fall for the last several weeks, and so if you're ready to get inspired with some Christmas holiday ideas, I have some elegant cards to share with you with what's the name of the suite? Traditions of Christmas Suite. And we're going to be using the designer paper and some dies from that suite, and also another bundle as well. So come on in, say hello. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you. I would love for you to subscribe to my newsletter as well. That's where you're going to get that's where all the magic happens. That's where you're going to get PDFs from some of my lives. Today's live will be a PDF because it's a sketch card today. So, yeah, anyways, so as you're joining in, say hello so I can welcome you, and we're going to get right into it, okay? So today, let's go to my desktop here. There we go. So today, as I said, this is the September through December 2025 mini catalog, and this is where you're going to find this suite. On page 22 and 23, you're going to see this fabulous designer paper. There's some beautiful gems to go with it. They're like, they're sparkling sequins. They're flat, so they're beautiful. And then here's one of the bundles and a second bundle. So if you're looking for some Christmas words and labels, this is a beautiful bundle to get. All right, and this one as well. I haven't used the stamp set yet, but there's some really cool techniques you can do with that. But I've been using the dies because the dies cut out images from this paper. This one in particular, this design and this one as well. It will cut out. Let me grab. It die cuts this image and this one, okay? So it makes your die cutting so much easier, or you could fussy cut them if you only want to get the designer paper. Okay, so hi Shirley, welcome. All right, so but there's some great ideas. There's also an embossing folder in this suite as well. But it does give you some great ideas on some card making, some different tips as well. Make sure in our mini catalogs you're reading some of the tips. Don't just kind of focus on the photos like I do. Unfortunately, I kind of focus a lot on the photos, but it's showing all kinds of fun ways that you can use this. So here it's showing that we'll cut the designer paper. I love this card with the blues. It's just simply gorgeous. The blues and pool party. Anyways, and even the cute little tags here it's showing. This is even a tag here as well. So a lot of versatility with this mega suite. Okay. Alrighty. So let's look at the designer paper. Whoops. Let's back it up. So here's the stamp set that we're using today. I'm using the words "'Tis the Season," and there's some fabulous dies that will go great with these. There's these bendy ones that go with this label here, and a lot of these fit in any of the other size labels, and these are great with so many different words sets as well. Okay, hi Deb, welcome, yay. And we're also pulling in the branching out die set. I'm not using the stamp set, but I love these frames here. They are absolutely fabulous. We're going to use that on today's card as well. There's lots of different sizes, and they would nest with each other as well. Okay, let's check out this designer paper. If you love reds, if you love poinsettias, you're gonna love this paper. Okay, so we'll just go down one side and then we'll show the B side afterwards. This one's fabulous. I guess I didn't do that. So this is the one definitely that will die cut your images. And then I didn't arrange this too good. I love the poinsettias. These are not bad to fussy cut. I had started to fussy cut some of them, and they're not hard to do. Or you can use it as just plain background. These, I wouldn't fussy cut. They're too close together, but it's just beautiful poinsettias with these other flowers on it and greenery. Just beautiful. Now this one will die cut. It will die cut these sprays, but not these smaller ones. These are easy to die cut. We use these shapes on one of my cards for this past crafter's tea. And then let's look at the B side. These are great just for generic patterns, okay? They're great to make great masculine cards as well. Look at those papers. This plaid is simply gorgeous, and I love the Secret C. And of course, you know, who doesn't love a beautiful cherry cobbler, right? Okay, and then the greens, the old olive is in there. Okay, so that's the designer paper. If you haven't seen that, check it out, okay? All right, so, and before I forget to tell you this, I need to make sure that I didn't put any graph up or anything, but tomorrow is a 24-hour flash sale of stamps in on any stamp on Stampin' Up's store, okay? Not the last chance, nothing on the last chance. It does not apply to that, but it also applies to some tools. So if you can even go look now, I think it's there now. If you look for the sale, you can see the categories, okay? If you just click on stamps, and also stamp tools is where you can see the other tools that are going to be on sale. So there's going to be blocks, there's the brayer, there's even grid paper that will be 15% off. So if you love our grid paper, now's a great time to grab some grid paper as well, okay? And there's a lot of other stuff. So the single stamps that you have been putting off and purchasing, tomorrow is a great time to go and add that. You can order at createwithnancy.com and click the shop now button. And don't forget, I have a free gift for those who spend $50 or more during the month of September. It's the set of 4 autumn cards, and you would have seen them in my newsletter. So make sure you subscribe to my newsletter as well. Okay, let's get making this card. We are going to start with a card base of basic beige cardstock, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, we're going to set that aside. And then we have a piece of Secret C, actually 2, because one will be for the inside and one will be for the front of our card. And I forgot to grab some basic white. Hang on here. Let's see. Let me grab. Of course, it's going to be where I can't reach it. We need a piece of basic white that's 3 1/4 by 5 inches. And our Secret C is going to be, and I'll look for that later. Our Secret C is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, you need 2 pieces of that because these match up perfectly. One for the front and one for the inside. So we're going to set that aside. And then we have 4 pieces of designer paper from the Traditions of Christmas. And these are 2 3/8 long by 1 3/4. Let me just double check my math. Yep. So 1 3/4 tall by 2 3/8 wide. And these are going to be simply on our card front. Okay. We're going to just put these right onto here. You could go this way, but I like the plain background. All right. So I'm just going to kind of pre-set these out so I get the border of this approximately the way I want it to, you know, enough space in between in my outer border about right. So I pretty much want the outer border to be about the same, and then the inside will fall into place. Okay, so we're simply going to glue these on. Okay, so we're going to have this Secret C showing. It's really a simple card. And I'm going to try to keep the border here and up there the same dimension, okay? All the way around. Here we go. I'm going to just give it a turn here and kind of look at the bottom and looking at my sides. That looks good. And I'm not pressing too hard, okay? You can see that's still lifted. Just in case I'm like really off on one, I can lift it up and move it back into place, okay? There we go. All right, one more here. Hi, Kathy, welcome. All right, it's, you know what? I haven't even been outside today. It's pretty sad, isn't it? I just kind of jumped in here and trying to get some things done. I've been cutting for classes. If you're local, I've got class for tomorrow and there are some spots available. So you can give me a call tonight. I do have some of the fall cards ready, already cut and ready that I listed in my newsletter last night. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm just gonna secure that down. And I already cut one of these out of Cherry Cobbler. Which one did I cut? I think it's the third one in. Yes, it's the third one from the center that I cut, I die cut with. All right, so we're gonna put this down flat. So let's just adhere this. I had tried embossing, but I don't know. I feel like we're lacking in small, like, embossing folders, so like a small print, a small image for embossing. I don't know. So I'm hoping pretty soon we come out with some more variety. Okay, so let's add some dimensionals onto this. Okay, just to, let's see, I got more over here. I'm going to use some of these edges. We're going to put that little skinny piece up in there. And let's add some dimensionals to the background of this bouquet. Here we go. And let's see. Let's grab a few more of these little minis here. I feel like a mini there and a mini over there. Okay. All right. I think that's enough dimensionals. Are you guys loving these colors? I love these colors together. Secret Sea and Cherry Cobbler. Oh, and wait till you see the other cards that I've already completed. So I've got 3 more to share with you today. Well, let's see. Let's grab these off. Got glue on my finger. Okay, we're gonna just simply put this down on here. Okay, isn't that like striking? I think so. And I love, has anybody fallen in love with the basic beige? I just can't stop using it. I love this color. It makes a great, you know, card base as well. Okay, let's add this onto our card front with some dimensionals. Okay, well, let's see, and we are using what we want to call a hamburger style card. All right, it opens, you know, they call it like a hamburger length. Okay, so we're gonna take, I just have some scrap. I keep my scraps, and we're gonna take some Secret Sea. Okay. And 'tis the season. I'm going to stamp it onto here. So let's ink this up. And oh, I love this. Isn't that like so sharp? Isn't that just gorgeous? I love this color. I hope they make it like a standard color, you know, in our library. Okay, I'm going to just angle the words. Okay, so let's get this end angled, and we're gonna just split these words up. So don't be afraid to do this when you're adding words onto your card front. All right, so we need some dimensionals. Let's add some dimensionals onto these. That's scrap. Here we go. Okay, this took me a while to to design. I don't know. It felt like I had lost my mojo there for a little bit. So, okay, so 'tis the. So we're going to start with the word the first and get that into place because we want that kind of close to our bouquet up there. And we'll just kind of angle this one a little bit. And then we'll put this one down in this corner. All right, I think we'll just kind of put this kind of straight right about there. All right, look at that. Isn't that pretty? But let's add some sequins. Here we go. I'm loving these loose gold sequins. There are so many in here. One container will last you a lifetime. So let's see. Where should we put these? Maybe like up there. Let's see. Look, we're going to just do some liquid glue here. And maybe I should just put it all here in the corner. Let's do that. Normally I spread them out, but I think we're going to just go with all in the corner. All right, I like to use with these, kind of use my scissor tips to plop these down, all right, to pick them up with. And there's like 3 different sizes in here. Okay, so let's put that one there. And you don't need much liquid glue. Okay. If you got glue on your scissor tips, that works really well. Okay, my dab of glue is a little too much. I think I like it like that. Do you think we need some more gold up here? We could put like 2 more. Let's do that. Let's put a gold over here and another one over here. So let's look for some small ones. Let's see. All right, there's one. Here we go. All right. Hi, Wendy. Hey, Wendy. Oh, what a treat to have you here. You're using, well, I know, I love Basic Beige. I have been running, I just had to add a couple more packages to my last order. Here we go. All right, I think I like that. No ribbon or anything. That's I think what I was struggling with was adding ribbon to this. The ribbon, was there ribbon in the suite? Yeah, the red ribbon in the suite is beautiful, but it's thick to like tie a bow with. So I was just struggling with the ribbon, okay? All right, I know, Secret Seas. So many of my customers have been ordering the Secret Sea. All right, this is my mess here. First I had used these labels. I'm going to share you with this. I had used this label with this, and I just was not liking it. But in this mess are some side pieces that I forgot to pull out that I wanted to use. Oh, that one will be good. We're going to fussy cut just a little bit. Do I have anything else here fussy cut? Oh, maybe this one. We'll use this one. Let's go with this. It's already die cut. So even I would take the die cuts on the ones that are along the edge of your paper. Don't not think about them. So like even here, die cut those edges, all right, and use them on the inside. Here's the other ones. This one's a good example. So here, this must be this one right here. I simply ran the die cut on this top part, and now we can use this on the inside of our card. Okay, so our card is going this way, and I forgot to also cut a piece of designer paper. So let's pull this in, and let's see. Is it going to be 5 inches? Yeah, right? Is our white cardstock that color? Hang on. Yep. Okay, this will work. So let's cut a 1/2 inch strip off this and move this out of the way. And we're going to just go across. Oh yeah, 5 inches will definitely do this. Let's do this. Oh, I got the wrong one. Hang on. I wanted the bubbles because that's what matches. So let's grab the pinstripe, right? If I can find it. Because I know I have more scrap in here. Here we go. What did I do with that? Okay, we're going to use this. Let's cut a 1/2 inch off from this. Now we're golden. Okay. Here's my white. I'm going to just leave it on here and I'll trim it. Make sure it's even down here. There we go. Oh, good. Yes, I can imagine. It's not hard to get used to, Wendy. Wendy just recently retired. Okay, I've been saving my little strips here. Look at that. I got a secret C. So as I'm cutting my cardstock, I have been cutting my little strips there. Trying to use up my scraps. Let's add a strip here. Here we go. Wendy is on my team, and she's going to be at our October retreat in a few weeks. And we still have a few spots. If anybody is interested in attending, we can add you in. Let's see. Let's put this onto our cardstock. And then, I don't know. I think this will be okay. Maybe I could cut it in half. You know, I should have done that. So it's a little bit smaller because that is pretty big. Let's cut this in half. We're just working on the fly here, right? So let's just cut this in half. We'll cut it right there where that leaf parts. There we go. Now I can use this on another card like over there, and then we'll use this one on this one. All right, don't you love that? Just think outside the box a little bit. Make the most of your paper. Okay, so I'm going to just put this to the edge of our white paper. There. I think that just adds such a nice touch to the inside of your card. All right. Let's add this on. And then I'm going to share with you the other samples that I've got made with this designer paper. Here we go. Okay, voila. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I know I did an envelope, if I can find it. Is it here? 1, 2, 3. Nope. Maybe because put it on the wrong side. I'm going to do an envelope for this. We're going to use this paper. I've done this paper before. Yeah, I wonder what I did with that other card. Okay, so let's do our, what do you guys think? Do you think this, or would you go with this? You know, it's kind of nice of a contrast, right? Let's go with this. We'll do a little contrast. So add some liquid glue. Okay, and because I know I have another envelope floating around here somewhere. Okay, we're going to trim. Oh, look at that. It's right here. Ah, Nancy. Okay, so what do you think? Do you like the blue or do you like the floral? Let me know in the comments what you'd like. I'll put the other one up in just a second. We finish our haircut here. Yeah, which do you like better? The blue or the floral? Hi, Carol. Never truly. I know, Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. What do you guys think? Do you like the blue or the floral? Okay, so let's clean up my desk here so you guys can have something to look at. Anybody got any ideas of the blue or the floral envelope? The floral, Deb says. I know, I think either one would be fine, you know, but I'm leaning towards that. Okay, let's look at the other ones. So this is that one. Let's look at our portrait ones first. So here I did with the plaid right there, kind of the same concept. I just kind of picked the old olive out of the paper. Whatever's the least amount you want to make it pop is kind of helpful in deciding what color to choose. Blue, floral, okay. I know everybody's, and see, I did the floral on the envelope. It kind of gives it a little bit of a contrast. All right, so there's that one. And just keeping the layout the same, 'tis the season. And then inside, there was my measurement. Just adding a sprig in there is great. Okay, now let's look at our landscape ones. So here I did the print as well, kind of pops out our floral images. This time I just kind of put the banner all the way across, and we have a gold die cut instead. All right. Okay, it looks like floral's winning. And then I need to add something for the inside there, but pretty, don't you think? And then finally, here's this one. So this one I used a smaller die cut piece and in the gold foil, and kind of stretched that banner out a little bit. So it's a little bit, you know, showcases it a little bit more. And then see, there's a piece of floral again. All right, and we got the floral envelope. So this is pretty much the back side of this paper is what that is. The floral came from the back side. So, and the same with all the others. It's just the flip side of that paper. So, all right, everyone. I sure hope that you've enjoyed seeing this card sketch today, and see how versatile it can be by just using the designer paper and creating some easy, simple cards to jumpstart those holiday card making ideas. This will probably end up being a class, okay? So I could be, no, it depends on how much time I have to cut tonight, because I gotta clean up the classroom. It's not bad, but there's a few things I gotta put away anyways. So come back on Friday. I think we might be doing a 3D project, okay? Something that could be perfect for gift giving. I haven't made it yet, so hopefully my vision turns out okay, and that you're gonna love this project, okay? It's just a simple little gift idea that you could create for somebody that you just, you know, a friend that needs a pick-me-up, or you love to have like a little hostess gift. Maybe you're having entertaining and you could make a cute little gift for the holidays, okay? All right, so thanks for joining me. Remember, you can order at createwithnancy.com, and most of all, make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter so you get the PDF to go with this. It won't be in the next, I don't know if it'll be in the next one or in 2 weeks, or in the second after this one, okay? I know, Kathy, they are beautiful and so regal and elegant. I love this set. It's a beautiful suite. So, all right. Oh, I forgot the most important thing. Did I talk about the stamp sale? I think I did. And don't forget the stamp sale, 24-hour stamp sale, starting tomorrow, 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can get online if you're up at that hour and order. I suggest you order early because stamps are always while supplies last. Okay, so if something sells out, you won't be able to get the sale price for it. So get up, make your wish list early, order first thing in the morning, and don't forget to look at the tools section as well, okay? There should be a whole column there. It's probably not active right now, so you can't see the price list, but you can see, you know, the category stamps only to kind of go down through. It's probably, I didn't do the math on a bundle, but if you do the math on one bundle, it will be the same way. You might, so I doubt there'll be a savings because a bundle is 10%, so you get 10% off the stamps and dies. So if it's if it's a bundle set, you might not want to order that and kind of focus on the single stamps only for this sale, okay? All right, if you have any questions, I'm around tomorrow, even though I have class. I'm sure I can answer a text or an email or something. All right, so thanks so much. We will see you for